Hello everyone and welcome back to Train Sim World 4. Today we're going to continue on our exploration of the Antelope Valley route, continuing on with Antelope Valley train number 201, going from LA Union to Lancaster, except we are going to be starting at Vista Canyon where we ended off in I believe it's part 2, and we're going to be taking it all the way down to Lancaster today. So let's go ahead and hop into here and let's get started. Alright, here we are at Vista Canyon. Let's go ahead and unlock those left doors. Let us come over here and we're going to make our way to the cab car so that we can turn on the markers. Granted, we are not going to be leaving on time that I'm aware of because it's 7:55 and we have to leave here at 7:56. So, thankfully the doors are already open. But it looks like people are getting on here in this cab car. Excuse me, guys. I got to get all the way up to the top. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And I think markers are up here. Marker lights on. Number board lights on. Okay. Now we got to go test them to make sure that they are actually on. I don't see why they would not be. Perfect. I always like to do that because I like to have the realistic feel of it, knowing that the marker lights are actually on. Since technically each train is supposed to have a marker. Thought I heard another train. Okay. Back in the locomotive here. Let's go ahead and lock those doors. We'll turn the generator field on. We need to turn that horn back up off if it's on. So we're going to keep that off. Perfecto. Oh yeah, we got to set that, don't we? Yes, we do. You passenger. Put you in. Release you. Let's go ahead and turn on the lights to bright with auxiliary. Perfect. I think we have a signal. I realize we did 3 toots instead of 2 to back up, but it'll be okay. So our next station is in 19 miles. Vincent Grade Action Track 2. Vincent Grade Acton Track 2. Very interesting. That's a long way away for our next station stop, especially for a commuter train. So we got the SEAX 910 right there. Very nice looking. A 4-car consist once again. Very cool stuff indeed. Looks like we have a stop signal. Denied, wait for signal to change. I don't think we're going to be able to get this in time. Oh, we got it in time. Perfect. Alright, let's go put you in a neutral. Dim you. Feel like we're going to be waiting on a train here. Man, that took forever for this guy to come out here. I was like, are we waiting on someone or what's going on? And, yep, here's that train we were waiting on. He must be super late that they gave him higher priority. But we got a clear signal, SEAX 910. Clear signal. Here we go. Go ahead and release that brake. You guys all the way to forward. I was like, man, are we waiting on someone or what's the deal? Because that took a while. Not gonna lie. Good to be back out here on the old Antelope line. I don't know. I like driving passenger a lot more than I like driving freight trains. I don't know why. I think it might just be like the more stop and go stuff that you deal with on passenger. But I just prefer to drive passenger trains more than I prefer to drive longer freight trains. That's just me though. I don't know. Right, coming into single track territory right here. Looks like we are coming up to a 55 mile an hour zone. Oh, we're actually on a, looks like a 70 mile an hour zone. 75 right now. Then it goes down to a 55. So we'll just speed up to about 55. Like we got some basketball courts to our left. Looks like some like warehouse, not warehouse, but looks like a little town of some sort. Very cool. Looks like we got a I'm not too sure what that is. Just a little ditch. Just a ditch. This is cool though. You got a little parking lot, possibly a little scrapyard to the left over there. Very cool. Very cool stuff indeed. But man, let me tell you though, there has been a lot of different routes and stuff that have been coming out, and especially on like Steam Workshop for TSC or Train Sim Classic. And man, oh man, it's hard to just navigate all of, not navigate, but it's hard to like get into all of them, showcase them and all that. It's just like I can't find the time to do all those and like do all my other content that I want to do as well. It's just like, especially with all the locomotive mods and repaints and stuff coming out, it's just a lot. Like we're on a high clear signal here, going straight. Not even, I believe that's going to be the siding. I feel like though we could have gone through that straightaway and gone in the siding and just overtook them over here instead of sitting at that red signal, which possibly drove us to being late. But I mean, we got 17 miles. We might be able to make up some time. Got my trusty coffee with me that I'm currently drinking while recording this. I love drinking coffee when I stay up doing these nightly recording sessions, to where I just basically record like a couple videos here and there. And my go-to choice used to be soda. Like I swear I used to drink Mountain Dew or like Dr. Pepper or something for this, and then I switched to coffee and I just never looked back. Like I'm trying to cut down on my soda intake a lot, but it's kind of hard when I do still drink one a day. It sometimes depends on the day, but I'll drink more, but I've been slowly cutting it down to one a day. And, you know, some days I haven't even had one, so it's been pretty good so far. I have a feeling that I will be going through some withdrawals here soon with it. What is this? That looks interesting. What is that pipeline? Weird. I don't even know if that is a pipeline. That was just kind of weird looking. I feel like we definitely could have, you know, taken that single track and met the train over here. Oh, we're speeding. I didn't even see that 40 coming up. We're gonna put you in idle. Another clear signal. Here we go. Like we have a whistle post. Some sort of factory over here. "34-mile-an-hour zone, man. 34. Oh, we got a little vendor, street vendor, food vendor over there. That's pretty cool. 34-mile-an-hour zone right after this next signal, man. They got some weird speed limits in California. I tell you, I've seen like 39 or 49 or something. Now there's 34, which might be a 35, but they may have just screwed up and accidentally put 34 in the thing. but when they were trying to like type it out, may have accidentally put 35, 34. I don't know. I just think that that's kind of interesting, to say the least. Looks like it does go back to single track territory. Yes, it does. But if you guys do remember, I don't remember when I actually said it in a video, but we did end up getting a new kitten a couple months ago now. Where are we at? CP Soledad? Is that what it said? Yeah. Let's go ahead and pick up some speed here. But we did pick up a new kitten a couple months ago. And man, oh man, is he a handful. Yeah, he's in that kitten stage where he is super hyper 24/7. He'll literally go there or go lay down for like 5 minutes and then become super hyper again. He has been quite the handful. But he does get along with our other cats, which is good. One of them does not really like him, but then that one's also I call Grumpy Cat, and she just does not like anybody, or I mean any other animals. She loves me, she loves Lauren, but she doesn't like any other animals. And he tries to play with her all the time, and they just do nothing but fight. It's actually kind of funny. But man, I tell you though, this cat eats like no other. He'll go from his bowl to the other cat's bowl, back to his bowl. A lot of times the other cat's bowls will be empty, his will be full. It's a constant struggle. Looks like we're coming into a tunnel here, and a 44 zone's coming up. So we're going from a 34 to a 44. Always got to make sure you sound the horn in a tunnel, just to be on the safe side. Just to be on that safe side. And we do have a crossing right after this tunnel. It's like a private crossing. Private crossing. But man, I can't remember if I actually said it or not, but we ended up going down to Effingham, Illinois to pick him up from Lauren's aunt, because the stray kitten that was like living outside of her house had kittens, and we ended up taking the one. And sound the horn again. Alright, hopefully that's the last tunnel. But we ended up taking one, and if you don't believe me, yes, there is in Effingham, Illinois, another crossing. A lot of private crossings out here. I mean, like I said, if you don't believe me, look it up. There is in Effingham, Illinois. My thing is, the thing that I honestly think is how it went down with naming that town Effingham was the future mayor of that town was trying to think of a name, and he ended up sitting down at the dinner table. His wife made some dinner, and let's say it was ham. Like, let's say it was for like the third time or the fourth time that week or night in a row or whatever, and he stated he did not want any effing ham anymore. And alas, and voila, the name Effingham was born. I don't really know if that's actually the true story or not. I mean, I feel like it works. It's funny, but yeah, that's just kind of how I always pictured Effingham to be named. Because I mean, a lot of these names for different cities and stuff that they come up with is just crazy. Really, really is. like we got a bridge. Cars are going super slow on that bridge, man. But I mean, though, this kitten has been one of the smartest kittens I've ever seen in my entire life. He learned to climb within a week. He has been litter box trained from day one, and being an outside feral cat, so I've got another clear signal. But being an outside like feral cat, to him just going day one in the litter box as soon as we brought him home is unheard of. Is this an actual crossing? I don't think that's an actual crossing. I think they might have just accidentally put that there. Well, I'm not going to sound the horn for that. Nope. We got a 35 coming up. We got 13 miles till Vincent Grade Acton Track 2. Nice thing though is he does remind me of my old cats with my ex, Thor and Loki. Those two were twins, and he kind of resembles them a little bit with his looks, but he does remind me of both of them a lot, and it's nice to have him with how cuddly he is and all that. And he has his own personality. It's great. He has this like confident walk, and that scenery just changed a little bit. But he has like a confident walk that he does. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, he fails a couple times, but he's smart. He picks up on things. He observes things so well. Like he knows how to, if he's trying to get up to something, he knows what he has to climb on or jump on in order to jump on that one thing if it's too high for him. And yeah, I feel like he is a very smart kitten, and I'm actually glad to have him in our little family, our little fur baby family. Now to remind you, we do have 3 cats in our household. That's it. No other animals. We do plan on getting a dog here once we move out of this place, and into a house, which our lease doesn't expire until September, but we still have no idea if we're going to end up staying here or if we're going to end up moving somewhere else and try to get our own home. Not really a home, but a house instead of an apartment.
Miles per hour. No defects.
$29. We're going from 34 to 44 to 29. I honestly thought that 34 may have been like a little typo, but this is one too many typos. This is seriously one too many typos. I don't know if you guys have heard, or I don't know how old this actually is, but I know Razer back in the day made an April Fool's joke about them making a razor, like an actual shaving razor. I know it was an April Fool's joke when it first came out. Like I think they made like a toaster or something else, but I know that they have a lot of April Fool stuff. And I saw an article, like I said, I don't know how old it is. I might be very late to the party, or it might be super recent. But I read an article that they have teamed up with Gillette to actually make a shaving razor. So we have a whistle post, clear signal. There's just a random school bus down there. Oh, okay. It's a little like camping ground. And clear signal. Don't know where the crossing is. I wonder if it's around this bend over here. But yeah, they made an actual razor. So Razer is living up to their name of Razer, which I may end up picking it up just to have it in my collection. Gotta love those private crossings. But I honestly, I don't even see myself using it. I just see myself like putting it on the shelf, adding it to my collection just because it's there. Granted, I'm not that big of a Razer guy. I used to be. I used to have a Razer mouse and a Razer keyboard, and then I switched over to HyperX because I feel like Razer was just too overhyped about everything. It's like everybody loved Razer, everybody loved Razor. Now it's Corsair, Leon Lee, HyperX, and I'm just over here rocking whatever I think is cool, because I don't have any sponsorships. I don't have, you know, anybody paying me money to talk about their products, so whatever I talk about is my own honest opinion. I mean, I have the HyperX keyboard still, which, you know, it's not a bad keyboard. I love the keyboard. I do plan on upgrading it here, you know, hopefully this year. But I mean, I had the HyperX headset, basically, and then I swapped it out for a JBL. I had a HyperX mouse, swapped it out for the glorious Model O, and HyperX, whatchamacallit, mouse pad, swapped it out for something else. You know, not that I'm bashing on HyperX, not that I don't like their products. I just like to explore what's out there and see if there's anything, you know, better, in my opinion. And I've had really good, you know, experience with the JBL headset. Other than the actual program, the software that you download to your computer was buggy as shit, and for some reason it would not let me select the output as my headphones for some unknown reason, and I uninstalled the software and then magically it worked. So I really don't know what that was about. But yeah, other than that one hiccup, haven't had any problems with it. The glorious Model O, knock on wood, haven't had any problems with it, and it's been nice. It really has been nice. And it's kind of crazy though, because I've recently been ordering stuff off of TikTok Shop, and I honestly never thought I would, but there's a lot of stuff that's on TikTok Shop, if you guys are on TikTok, that is the same thing as it is on Amazon, but it's way cheaper. Granted, yes, it does come from overseas, so it does take a little bit longer to get it, but I gotta say, it's a lot cheaper. It depends on how much you get. You will have to pay for shipping. I've made quite a few orders on TikTok Shop so far. The phone mount, or the phone stand that my phone's actually on, is from there, and it's better than any other ones I've owned. Like, you can swivel it, it's magnetic and everything. It's pretty freaking cool. I ordered another one just for my my wife to have on her desk too. So, and there's a couple other things that I've purchased on there. A microphone, like to do like vlogging style videos and stuff like that for the iPhone, for if we end up having to use her phone when I actually start doing TikTok videos and all that. So, but yeah, it's just been pretty cool to actually purchase stuff on TikTok Shop for how cheap it is and for how good quality it is. There's a standing desk on there that I plan on picking up on top of a L-shaped desk. Granted, Lauren and I are swapping desks, so I'm going to get her L-shaped desk and she's going to get my small gaming desk. But her L-shaped desk is a little messed up. It's a different, that's also not a crossing. I thought that was a crossing. But it's a different type of L-shaped desk. It's a lot, the width is smaller or shorter than any other desk I've owned, and it was a pain to actually put together, because on the actual L part on the curve, usually you'd have like the L shape and then like the straight part and then the part that makes the L. This one, that part actually goes underneath the main desk, so you really don't have that much real estate on the desk itself. It's actually kind of small. Smaller than I imagined, and for like a $250 desk, we expected it to be a lot better. But it was not. I mean, it served her well for a while. You know, probably served me well for a little bit. But like I said, I do plan on getting a standing desk, hopefully an L-shaped standing desk. And I'll be able to, you know, stand and edit videos as part of my going to the gym type deal. But as of right now, we will be swapping desks. I'm not too sure when. Possibly this weekend if I haven't already. That's kind of going to be one of those things that I set my mind to it, and I'm going to go ahead and do it whatever day I decide to. So we got another crossing coming up. It's been nothing but basically being in the mountains this entire trip for the most part. Hasn't been too bad of scenery though. Looks like it's coming up behind the over there to the right. Oh, we can go faster. 45. We're finally in the single digits here. 9.1 miles to Vincent Grade Acton Track 2. I don't know if we're going to be able to make 10 miles or 9 miles in 10 minutes, but maybe. But for all my MLB fans out there, this offseason has been off to a very killer start for the Dodgers. Kind of reminds me of the Mets offseason last winter with them signing Shohei Ohtani and the other guy, I can't really pronounce his name. But obviously the Cubs have done nothing so far, like always. We made a trade and we signed one Japanese pitcher, which I give them props for that. I really do. But we got to sign Bellinger back, and we have to sign Rhys Hoskins or Matt Chapman, but I don't think we're gonna do any of those. Granted, we did make a trade for a low-cost third baseman, and I believe he was a relief pitcher. Which, the funny thing is, Michael Busch, the guy who they traded for from the Dodgers, I actually traded for him in my MLB The Show franchise, which I thought was interesting when I saw that trade. I'm like, man, I got that guy way before they even thought about it. So they're coming up to a 35 here. But, I mean, welcome to Chicago, guys. Let's hope they do something else this offseason before it comes to an end. I want another playoff team this year, but we came close last year, but poor management and a bad bullpen kind of blew our chances over there. I'm still trying to figure out the speed limits on this line, because right now we're 28, 39, 34. It makes absolutely no sense. And we're coming up on that 28 on a clear signal.
Track, no defects. Repeat, no defects.
Oh, coming back into double track here. But I mean, we did sign Craig Counsell to be the manager for, I don't remember what the actual contract was. So that was a good signing. But I mean, at what cost? If you're going to sign, one of the greater managers in the game, but not have a team, kind of defeats the purpose. Really does. I feel like we're just going to end this video here. This has been like a long video already. I think it's been like 30 minutes so far. Just from that one station to the next station has been about a 30-minute trip. Granted, we're not even going the speed limit, which, I mean, that is my fault. I'm not really paying attention. But long journey. A lot of crossings that aren't really protected with gates, just have the railroad crossing X and that's it. Kind of interesting if you ask me. Alright, so 40, looks like we're going to be going 40 for a while. Now we do have looks like a clear signal coming up, possibly another whistle post. Can't really tell, I don't know if that was for the opposite direction or not. 7.6 miles left to go. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it over here, guys. Not what I wanted to, but I wasn't expecting 30 minutes to our next scheduled station stop either. So we got some buses over here, a school and a city bus and a tractor. Yeah, unsure. Big stutter going on over there, man. That's crazy. Yeah, I do not see us getting into this station in time. I do not. But I mean, if you guys are enjoying the video so far, please make sure you hit the like button and that subscribe button with the bell icon. If you guys want actual notifications of when uploads do go live, make sure you join the Discord server. Link is in the description down below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, everything is listed in the description as well. I haven't really been posting a lot on social media recently, but I do plan on getting back into it. I'm going to try to keep posting links to the videos onto X, formerly known as Twitter, as well as my Facebook, and I want to try to get into making videos on TikTok as well. So we got another crossing coming up right before the curve there. So we got 50-mile-an-hour zone right now. Go ahead and throttle this bad boy up. That's the first crossing with crossing arms and lights that I've seen in a while. We must be getting closer to a city or something. .2 miles left to go, ladies and gentlemen. We've had our window open this entire time. Not too sure what's this over here. It's just like campgrounds or like an RV park or something. I mean, there's trucks with trailers, there's RVs, there's vehicles. Definitely some sort of like campground. Another clear signal, man. Another clear signal. And we got a 47 coming up and a 59. Who is coming up with these speed limits? I swear. They're some of the weirdest speed limits I've seen so far. Coming up to that 59 now, letting the train coast there a little bit. I don't know why they couldn't have just put it up to 60 instead of 59, but it is what it is. Like we're coming into some sort of little city or something, village, town, city, industrial area, something along those lines. .8 miles till our next scheduled station stop and where we plan on ending today's video. Just looks super cool right there, that F-125 following with the 4 Rotom cars. Just looks super cool. Still haven't seen any repaints for the Bombardier bi-level coaches from Caltrain. So I'm wondering if that's gonna pop up soon. Especially the MP36 that we have in game. Metrolink F40 as well, that could be coming as soon. There is no F59 PHIs, or PHs, so that's not gonna help us any way, shape, or form. And approach to a 54. advance approach to a 54. So more than likely, we'll have a stop signal here after this station, because the next signal will be an approach and then probably a stop signal. Another whistle post, man. All these private crossings. Oh, this one might have gates. It does. This looks like a scrapyard of some sort. Has to be. Contained in that fence. They got some buildings over here to our right. Very neat. Very neat indeed. So we got some houses up there in the hills, man. That's cool. Are these supposed to be like detectors, like defect detectors or something? So I see them. I've been seeing them all throughout this video, and I don't even know what they are. Yeah, I was gonna say I knew we were not gonna make it to here in time, but it is what it is. We did have to wait on that other commuter train, so I mean it makes sense. Haven't seen any opposing traffic recently as well in this video, except for that one. I mean, that's a good sign. Either that, or there's nothing running, or they're running late, or maybe there is nothing in the timetable. I don't know. So we have an approach, and then we're able to go up to 75 miles an hour. Gotta love it. Alright, looks like approach diverging-ish. Not sure what that signal is. 1.6 miles till reach our, I believe it's a station stop. Has to be a station. Oh, we got some brush on the tracks over here. I mean, we can go 75, but we have to take it down to a 49 here soon. And I'm not about to go that far or that fast and then have to come to a stop signal, because it looks like it's an approach, and I believe the station is that blue thing. 0.9 miles to go. Still have no idea where these speed limit signs are coming from, man. I really, really don't. All right. Diverging approach. So why put me on this track if you're just going to diverge me onto that track? I'm kind of confused by all that. So it looks like we got a stop signal right after the station here at 45. This is a different station. This is a very different station. Let's go ahead and let those crossing lights pulse. Got a store? This is a interesting station, that is for sure. And then brakes squeaking. All right, let's go ahead and unlock these right doors here. We'll dim that. Idle forward. All right. This is a very interesting station, not gonna lie. Vincent Grade Acton Station. It's got a store. Is there a store on this side too? A bank? There's a bank? What is this? The Sheriff's Department. Wow. And what is all this over here? So that is a hotel, and that's a mission. Alright guys, well this is going to go ahead and do it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We're going to pick this up in another episode and finally finish off the Antelope line, finish showcasing it. But like I said in the video, if you enjoyed, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys here on the next episode. Take care, everyone.